Good morning. It's William Mann here. I've been pondering this for some time. I've been trying to figure out this gun control thing, red flag laws, no knock warrants. And sometimes I just say, this is totally a complete nightmare for the wrong reasons. A lot of these states are controlled by Democrats. Cities, towns have this perception that if we take away or take the tools from the American people, we can stop crime. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. Since man has learned how to walk, and learned how to speak a language, there's always been crime. And weapons of choice were bones, logs, sharp sticks, and rocks. For generations and centuries of this planet, man has always dealt with crime of some sort. Now, in the present day, we have a big problem. You have drug dealers, pornographers, child rapists, money launderers, carjackings, rioters, looters. There's a whole list of this sort of thing. And the sad part about it is they want you to believe these problems come from us. Me too, you, all of us, are the problem. Because all these laws are not made to stop criminals, they're made to stop us. Now you're going to say, well, what the hell I mean? Well, all right, let me explain this to you. You can't stop crime. It's impossible. There is a way, but you don't think you really want to hear that. But there is a way. But the real reason is these Democrats want the people to understand that we have the solution, and that's no knock warrants, more gun control, magazine bans, whatever it may be. Now, I don't care what kind of firearm you like or use or whatever. We're all one community. And I'm going to explain that one too. We go out, we get the paperwork, depending on your state, your county, wherever you live in. We get the paperwork, we follow the processes, we purchase the firearm, we do get the education. In some states you carry permitless, or constitutional carry, or you have a concealed carry, okay? But you do all the background checks, you constantly go through all the paperwork, you jump all the hoops that these politicians write. And every time there's something, a mass shooting, a drug dealing, a knifing, someone runs over someone with a car, we need more gun control. Don't ask me the crazy, stupid idiocy, but we need more gun control. Their attitude is based on statistics that really are just something they made up. Oh, they'll put up papers and all these documents and everything of mass shootings and shootings alone. But they don't incorporate suicides, law enforcement shootings, accidental hunting shootings, and criminal shootings. They just combine all in one big thing and say, you, the gun owners, are the problem. And the only way to stop it, we need more gun control. We need to remove the ARs, the AKs, we'll throw the M14s is what I have, and the mags. That was going to stop all this. Let's say they do that. They won't be satisfied. We'll go after your hand carry permits. We'll go after your handguns. We'll go after your shotguns. It never stops. People want a solution to stop crime. You can't. You can lower it, but you'll never stop it. Like I said, it's been here since man or human beings learned to walk the face of this earth. There's always been crime of some sort. Now, you think they're going to sit there and tell you that? Oh, hell no. You think they're going to sit there and stand behind a podium, wrap themselves around the American flag, with tears streaming down their face, holding a copy of the Constitution here and tell you it's not what you think it is, but if you elect me, I'll make it happen. And good luck with that. Because a lot of these politicians look at the Declaration of Independence as a floor mat. Wipe your feet before you walk into the White House. Or tape the Constitution to the bathroom door with a little note on it, use as needed in case of emergency. That's what they think. So if you believe in your rights, well, you have a medical problem. And that's the way they look at it. The situation goes worse every time. Sacramento had another shooting. Yet they have the strongest, California's strong gun laws. New Jersey has strong gun laws. New York has strong gun laws. These states, and many others, have high crime rates, drug dealings, and gang operations. But you are the problem. If I go through all the paperwork, you go through all the paperwork, all the background checks, the FBI checks, the NICS checks, we're the problem. And don't forget the gun manufacturers too are the problem. Yeah, they're also a problem too, according to Mexico. According to these politicians, this is the only way to stop crime. Make more gun laws. There's nothing to back it up. It's just something they want to create. And every time we look at this, we shake our heads like, why? What is it that we don't see? There are entities out there like the GOA and all these other gun groups out there that are fighting for your Second Amendment rights. But the basic problem to all of this is we're not looking at it in a different way. Politicians do not care. They are on a mission for themselves. As long as we are distracted, as long as we can constantly put their little agendas out there to keep things from us knowing what they're doing, well, we're the guilty party. There are anti-gun people out there who believe what these politicians tell them. But there are gun people out there, I would say anti-gun people, but people out there who believe in constitutional rights, don't want to own a firearm, but have no problem you owning a firearm or a magazine of your capability or your firearm you wish to use. They have no problem with that. And I ran into a few of them. One of them asked me a civil question, which made me think this pretty difficultly, is, well, if something should go wrong, would you defend me? Why not? Well, then it made me think a little bit. Here's the problem we deal with. Politicians are here to do one thing for themselves. They like what goes on in Europe. According to them, they're civilized industrial countries, and they're a model for the United States. Yeah, and no. Because they have a poor human rights record. Makes you think. Think deep about that. They want to divide us. They want to use racism. They want to use this. They want to use anything that puts their norm out there to take away the rights that are given to you by the blood of others. Whether you be in law enforcement, military, the blood of others. What makes me think carefully is this nonsense about crime. You cannot stop crime. Instead of going after the criminals, they go after us. And the point here is, we become, I guess say, their whipping post. We become the criminal element to their agenda. Their agenda is to strip us of our power, of our rights. You have Chicago mass shootings, New York mass shootings, you have law enforcement getting killed, you have California, Philadelphia. I think I may have mentioned it. The problem is they don't stop them. You can't. But their idea, their solution is to come after us. We file all the paperwork. We do all this stuff. And we're the ones. We're not putting our foot down hard enough here. There are many groups out there that they are trying everything they can legally to protect our rights. Because these politicians don't give a damn about our rights. They like what goes on over there. They want a part of that. They would love to have a part of that here in our country. Well, we need to step on these politicians a little bit. There are some good Democrats, there are some good Republicans that do understand the reason why we have these rights. But you have rhinos, Republicans, and Democrats look at it a more, I guess to say, a financial part that they want to keep into it, maybe. But as long as they keep dividing us, as much as they try to continue to disrupt the truth, we're going to eventually lose more and more of our rights. Call these people, call them out. Because if you don't, we're going to wake up one day and not have anything. Home invaders are knocking your door. They're just going to walk in. What are you going to do? Women have a right to defend themselves. We strip them of their right to defend themselves. Your wife, your daughters, your son, yourself. Mind you, we go through all the laws, we go through all the poops, we go through all this, and these Democrats in these controlled states tell us that we're criminals. We're the ones that are doing all this. So if we don't stop them any way we can, legally, we're not going to have these. Because in their eyes, they don't see they don't see the problems. They don't see their catch and release program doesn't work. They don't see their gun control laws don't work. But they want you to believe that they do. Like I said before, call these politicians out, because you cannot stop crime. Since man has learned to walk, human beings learn to speak a language, they've used all kinds of firearms or weapons or whatever it may be at the time periods to defend themselves. Until then, protect yourselves, your family, friends, and your country. Good night.